thing in this debate is that fascist government is bad, and there's no way that it can be as good or even better than democracy. First of all, fascist government will kill more people. Extend echo. They don't know when to attack and when not to. They will keep on attacking other countries, and however, when other countries retaliate, it just kills more people. Not only many soldiers and many civilians will die, they will also create instability between nations. And also, next, democracy is good and superior to fascism because democracy solves nuclear war. This solves Scott's nuclear war scenario. I don't have my flow.
It's fine. Go. No, go.
This solves Scott's nuclear war scenarios. If countries in the Middle East were democracies, then people wouldn't have to protest. So this also solves Scott's Arab Springs arguments. Because in a democracy, the people can get what they want because the government actually listens to the people. In a fascist government, the government doesn't care. They just do whatever they want. Next, Scott's framework is unfair. And because there's no way that the pro can win with Scott's framework. He is saying that the pro has to name every scenario possible in their first speech, and I can spend 4 minutes doing that without introducing any arguments, any real arguments in the debate. And next, I don't have to answer Scott's Zakaria card because Diamond doesn't specify liberal or illiberal. So, and next, Henderson is wrong in saying that democracy increases wars because logically democracies decrease wars because people don't like war and the governments are elected, and if the elected governments start war, then the people will vote for them next time, and however the governments want the people to vote for them. So the governments will not start war because they want to get voted. So unless the con wins that fascism is superior to democracy, it will be impossible for the con to win the debate. And therefore I urge a pro ballot. Thank you.
Alright, 3 general comments. Okay? My first comment is, if I was going to give the con final focus in this debate, I would concede democracies. 2 scenarios, right? First scenario is a lot of evidence that I'm reading talks about transitions to democracy, right?
Yeah.
So like the Mansfield and Snyder China attacks.
Yeah.
So you need to make the analogy that the end result is better than the impacts from the path of getting to the end. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the end result of democracy is more important than the bad things that happen from the transition.
So the end impacts outweigh.
Can I say this? Accurately?
He's the final focus. Like, each one of your speeches are separate, right? Yeah, I don't care. You don't have to ask.
So Scott, so my goal is to say that the end impact outweighs the whatever bad transition.
You should use echo to be like, staying with fascism is worse than the transitions.
Okay.
And do comparisons there. And then say the end result better.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that the format of your speech is a little weird. The structure.
Felt like that also.
Okay.
I forgot.
You didn't compartmentalize things, right? So when you're like, now I'm going to answer everything they say specifically.
Yeah.
I didn't think you needed to do that in the debate. Because you just have, like, one is, I almost like that you put democracy before framework. Right? I think this should be different. I think you should go democracy, framework, defense to instability. Because Corey didn't do that in the debate. See what you can say that negates instability. And make it seem like you have things actually on instability.
Okay.
Right? And then on the democracy debate, make sure what you're saying answers what they say, right? So if they're gonna just embed that in what you are doing, right? You don't need to get up and be like, and Henderson, right? You already extended Diamond and things like that. So integrate your answers to Henderson and things like that into the top of the debate. Does that make sense? So like when you talk about Diamond, right?
Yeah.
You should intuitively say somewhere like this answers Henderson,
Okay.
right? Because that analysis you're doing answers everything Henderson says. Just add in like this also answers Henderson.
So I don't need to like redo the.
You don't need to be like, here's everything I say, here's everything they say, right? Because things you say could answer what they say.
Yeah.
It's clashing.
Thank you.
Good?
Yep.
Okay.